Welcome to the weekend. So this reading is going to be for the weekend of March 22nd and March 23rd. We're already in Aries season. I don't even know where the time is going at this point. So let's get a little bit about our past. Two more on current energy. So change is definitely happening, and so is this new beginning. So the Ace of Pentacles showing up at the bottom of the deck here does indicate maybe an offer of a commitment, something along those lines, but it feels like whatever, even if it's not a commitment, this is really the start of something new. Something that is long-term. It's going to be a slow-moving energy. This is going to be a long chapter. Whatever is unfolding, don't expect immediate results. You're going to get quick wins along the way, but this feels like building the solid foundation. You're in the early stages of just building the foundation. And that's exactly how it feels. It doesn't feel like it's a tear down. That's not the energy that I'm picking up, at least not nowadays. I was picking up that energy months ago, but this really feels as though we're laying down brick by brick. How is this foundation going to play out? How do we create this kind of path in front of us and then keep building it on? And so when I look at the past energy and I get at the Knight of Wands, I mean, this feels like it's movement, but it's those initial steps. It's the feeling motivated to take some sort of action, wanting to do something here. Seven of Cups, maybe not sure exactly what you needed to do. Three of Pentacles, so working with another person. So whatever happened here in the past, it feels like there was somebody here along the ride with you. That Three of Pentacles is teamwork, collaboration. The Seven of Cups is all about just a lot maybe being thrown at you at once or having a lot of opportunities available to you. It's a very confusing energy in that respect because it makes it very difficult to figure out what you need to do. But regardless of that kind of overwhelmed, confusing energy, Knight of Wands, you were inspired to take some sort of action, and you really did look for partnership here in the past in order to start building something with another person. When I look at the current energy here, I'm getting the Six of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Five of Wands. So the Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity. The Hermit, a lot of internal reflection. So it's kind of sitting here in this hermit mode, keeping things to yourself, really trying to identify, okay, well, what are those obstacles and challenges that I'm still facing? Card of generosity, how do I regain my balance here? Or how do I maintain my balance here so that I can be open and available and really give of myself into whatever this new opportunity is, because that's the card of generosity. And so it feels like there was some sort of partnership here in the past, but I'm picking up a solo energy now. So there was definitely a disconnect between the past and the present, where at some point here, you might have been building something with another person. It might have just been too much. And you said, you know what, there's things that I need to do on my own. So let me just focus on that for the time being. And that's kind of where we are in the moment. The future energy here, I'm getting the Star, Ten of Cups, Eight of Cups. So the Star is healing energy, so really overcoming all those obstacles and challenges, finding a way to navigate whatever it is that you've been working on, because both the Star and the Hermit do relate to healing, just in slightly different ways. The Star indicates that you're healing and ready to go after exactly what you want. This is about your dreams, your wishes becoming a reality. Ten of Cups, I mean, this is long-term emotional fulfillment. And so with the Eight of Cups, you are leaving something behind as you kind of go down this path and this journey. So let's get some additional details to get more, because it feels like there's a lot more to the story. Oh yeah, there is a lot more to the story. So clarifying that Knight of Wands is the Death card. So when it came to you taking some sort of action, it's because something here needed to change. You knew that in the past, you weren't going to keep going at whatever was happening. You couldn't keep going. That Seven of Cups energy, that confusing energy, not really sure what you should be doing, or just maybe even not understanding everything. Somewhere along the lines, because I keep getting this kind of burst of inspiration, that you felt motivated to go forward. And whatever action that you took triggered a transformation inside of you. But it wasn't just the transformation. What it helped to do was clarify all of the confusing energy, maybe feeling overwhelmed, having too many choices. The Four of Swords said, you know what? I'm going to take a step back. I don't need to make a choice right now. Let's let everything kind of play out the way that it's supposed to. Let's see what is truly meant to be on my path. Let's not fight this or resist this in any way. I'm going to step back. I'm going to work on myself or recover. And because this was your approach to the situation where you started to identify changes that needed to take place, what you actually did here, because there is another person involved, I'm getting a sense of healing of relationship. Three of Pentacles with the Empress energy. They're both 3 cards. So the Empress is Venus energy. So it's about harmony, balance, relationships. 3 of Pentacles. There was somebody here in your past that you really did value. You love this person. You value this person. They mean something to you with that Venus energy. And so rather than kind of keep going down this confusing path, because it feels like in some sense you were looking for this person to provide guidance or maybe walk with you along the path, that confusing energy, maybe take that path together. But I'm getting the sense of like a clear break, that something caused you to take a step back. When you started moving forward, you realized this was something that I needed to do on my own, and you really took a step back from another person in order to focus on yourself. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. It's all showing up in the current energy too. So clarifying the Six of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So when it comes to being generous, what you're trying to do is focus on your long-term opportunities. You want to be open to these opportunities. Ten of Pentacles, it's the Ace of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. This is about you building the life that you want, really accomplishing your goals and your dreams, setting off to create that really grounded, practical life that you're looking for, but one that does align with your kind of best interests, because there is a connection to nourishing yourself along the way, really planting the seeds of growth here. With the Hermit, I'm getting the Page of Wands. And so keeping things to yourself, this kind of internal reflection, whatever it is that you were doing, when you took a step back and you went into Hermit mode, because you did. I can see the Four of Swords in the past. I can see the Hermit mode here. It's creating a different type of inspiration here. So Page of Wands showing up tells me that in this period of solitude, you're able to identify what steps you want to take, what direction you want to go down. With the Five of Wands, I'm getting the Five of Swords. These are both change cards. You are in the change, but you're on the side of change that relates to a rebuild. It's not about the tear down, you're on the side of rebuild. And so the way that this is coming across here, resolving conflicts, overcoming obstacles and challenges, identifying them, finding ways to overcome them, that is part of the Hermit energy right now, because that Seven of Cups, you might have disengaged from the situation, but there might have been obstacles and challenges within that confusing energy. And that's what you're resolving now. You're finding ways to navigate whatever is taking place so that you don't end up back in a spot where you're not sure what to do and that there's so much chaos around you, it makes it difficult to see. You just don't want to go back to that. So with the Star, I'm getting the Six of Swords. So really going after your goals and your dreams. There's something really inspirational happening. Whatever is taking place, I'm just getting this re-emerging of yourself. I've been getting that energy for a little while, and it just does feel like the more that you step out of your comfort zone, the more that you start to embrace whatever this new chapter is for you, the more you want to embrace it, the more inspired you are to take action to go after exactly what you want. Clarifying the 10 of Cups is the Page of Swords. A lot of clarity coming through on exactly what you want to accomplish. And again, the steps that you want to take. So it's not even just that you're taking the steps. You're very clear on what steps you want to take. You're putting all of those thoughts, all of those kind of plans that you have, you're making them a reality. You're doing something here with that energy, because that page is, it's messages, communication, but I'm getting a sense of movement with it as well. The 8 of Cups really is about walking away from that 7 of Cups that shows up in the past energy. That's how it's coming across. And with the Hierophant clarifying that this is spiritual union. So whether it's union with another person, could be union with yourself. There's a lot of marriage cards out here, so I'm going to call that out again. So you might be connecting with somebody who is just meant to be on your spiritual path, a strong soul connection here. If it's not that, this really is about you aligning with your higher self and aligning with your path and your purpose, and really taking the steps necessary to say, I want better. I want my dreams to be a reality. I want to go down this path. So this is the reading for the weekend. Let me know if this resonates. I know a lot of you leave comments. I love to read your comments. So let me know what you think, how you feel, what's taking place, because we're in this very interesting transition where right now we're in between eclipses. So I do hope this resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.